Hi guys, I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Let me know if you can. We're going to be doing some inner child healing today. I'm going to just sit here and pray and wait for some people to get on. I'm not going to start until right at noon. We got a few minutes, so hopefully everybody's doing well. Source, God, higher self, angels, ascended masters, I thank you for this day, for waking me up to another day to serve you and to get to know you and my higher self better. I ask that you'll be with me today as I guide this healing for all of those that are watching now or at a later date, that people may receive what they need to receive for inner child healing so that they may have peace, feel a sense of freedom, safety, community, can be childlike again, what have you. I'm going to call in now Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Jesus, higher selves of all involved. Anybody watching now or at a later date, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, so I always get, hi, babe. I always get nervous before I do an appointment, before I do any live healing videos. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It just came to me just a little bit ago when I was thinking about it. But I believe that it has a lot to do with the way that I was brung up, the way that I was taught to believe that things should be or shouldn't be, things of that sort. So that's going to be one of the things that I work on today for myself. But let's just go ahead and get into, first of all, what you can expect to happen during this healing. There is several things that you can expect. Everybody is different. Everybody may or may not feel anything. Okay. So one of the things that you could expect though is to feel energy inside and outside of your body, things being taken out of and removed out of your body, as well as energies being put into your body. You could feel beings touching you that you've never had experiences with. So it's really important to just push past any fears that you have. Remember that I've called upon angels and ascended masters for guidance at this time, that you're divinely protected. You could feel separate from your body. You could go to sleep, feel as if you're having an out of body experience, or maybe just astral traveling, to where you're very consciously aware of your physical human body and what's going on with it, but also in the spiritual feeling as if it is separate from your physical body, and experiencing things outside of your body, both happening at the same time. You could see lights. You could have images or scenes that will play in your third eye, like there's a TV screen that may be there or something of that sort. But you could see beings, angels, things of that sort. But there's many things that you can expect. Some of you will receive healing in other ways than what you're expecting today. You may even have some of your supernatural talents or abilities, gifts be awakened, or maybe even become more sensitive. That is highly possible. So we are going to start off. I always start off with grounding and connecting to earth and sky, things of that sort that'll help you to get in a more centered, balanced time and space of being. And we are going to take a look at connecting with the mirror images that we see of ourselves. So those negative aspects that has either been taught to us about, us not being good enough, or maybe characteristics that we don't like about ourselves. If you feel like you have a big butt or not big enough butt, or you're too skinny or you're too fat, or you've been bullied your whole life and you've heard certain things that have just instilled in you, to where you have this negative self-image in any way, shape, or form. Even if you have good self-esteem, there's always something that we can release that has to do with programming, or what we have found to believe about ourselves, or what have you. So we're going to be working on that, and then we'll go into clearing anything else that needs to be cleared in whatever way I'm guided to do that today. Let me see. It is past 12 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and begin this healing. So All you guys have to do, anybody that's watching now or at a later date, is say yes to this healing. Invite your higher self in, and take the time at this time to ask any angels or ascended masters that may want to be with you at this time, that they will come. And let's just go ahead and begin, guys. Go ahead and get yourself in a comfortable place. You can turn music on if it makes you feel more comfortable. I don't have it on today just in case it bothers some of you guys, but get yourself into a comfortable place. Close your eyes. Some of you might want to wear a mask if there's outside light that may be bothering you. It's not something that bothers me anymore, but just go ahead and take the time to get comfortable and what have you, and we'll go ahead and begin this. So anytime that I'm doing an appointment, I like to get people into a relaxed state. Sometimes this works for people, sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand or know why it does or doesn't, but if it doesn't, try not to judge, okay? Even if you are having a hard time during this healing today, visualizing what I'm telling you, or what have you, just know that just setting those intentions on the healing to take place, eventually, maybe hours after the healing or days after, you'll start to have these things that will come to the surface, so to speak, of traumas that have happened in your past or even in past lives that you need to connect with. So you can expect today to heal all kinds of things, deaths of loved ones, anything that has to do with self-image, anything that may have to do with violence, sexual traumas, verbal abuse, any kind of abuse, anything that has to do with things that have taken you away from happiness and peace. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this. I'm going to go ahead and blow into the screen, get everybody into a relaxed state. You'll feel the energy come through your crown chakra, go all the way through your body, and reach to your feet. You may feel vibrations, pitter patters, tingling sensations, swirling sensations. You may feel a lift from your spirit out of your physical human body. Again, everybody's different. Whatever you feel is what you're supposed to feel. Don't judge the process. Just be present in it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Some of you, your body may even move in weird directions. Please just allow it to do that. Don't try to force it to stop, because it's all part of your Kundalini energy awakening and starting to move throughout your body in the way that it's supposed to, the way that you're meant to feel it. I'm going to go ahead and blow into the screen again. I'm going to do this several times. Some of you are going to start to feel a heaviness in your chest, because we are going to be working on and focusing on the heart chakra today and healing with traumas. So you're going to start to feel that heaviness there. It may even be starting to awaken or expand even. I'm going to do it again. This time, a lot of you may be feeling as if your feet are being grounded to the floor, or maybe your body's even being grounded to the floor. You may even feel as if there's a lot of energy that's starting to pick up in your hands and in your feet, maybe even in the groin area. It could be any place in your body, but those are the areas that I'm seeing at this time. Okay, at this time when I do it, I'm going to go ahead and start to ground your energy. So just visualize whatever it is that I'm saying. And if you have a hard time visualizing, guys, just setting those intentions will help you to get there. Eventually, you'll get to a point of visualizing. But let's just go ahead and ground our energy. I want you to imagine that you see your Earth star that is right below your feet. This is a portal that is opening up below your feet. It may have all kinds of different colors to it. It may just be one color. Whatever you're feeling or visualizing at this time is correct for you. Just imagine that it's forming some sort of vortex that is forming roots that are going all the way down into the center of the earth. Take your time to get there. Once you get to the center, you want to imagine seeing a very large cavern of crystalline, shiny, bright crystalline water. This is the most healing water that you've ever seen. Connect your roots with it, pulling that energy and of this water all the way back up into your feet. Seeing the energy as it gets to your feet, starting to swell up your aura, expanding it. As it is expanding your aura, it's expanding each and every one of your chakras As I name the chakras, you're going to start to feel a swirling sensation or maybe just an expansion in that area, going to the root chakra. That is the red chakra at the base of the spine and tailbone. It's expanding. It's starting to spin. The sacral chakra, it is expanding and starting to spin. The solar plexus is expanding, starting to spin. We're going to bypass the heart at this time. We're going to go up to the throat chakra, where we see it expand and starting to spin. A lot of you are probably feeling like a thickness in your throat at this time, may even feel as if you need to swallow or take a drink. That's completely normal. It's okay. That just means that there's some things that need cleared out of your throat chakra. Going on up into the the third eye chakra. This is an indigo colored chakra right in between the eyebrows. It's expanding, starting to spin. Some of you may feel a sense of tension behind your eyes or in your head. We're going to go ahead and expand the crown. This is a chakra that's right above the head at the crown area. It is violet. We're seeing it expand and spin. Then we're going to go ahead and open up our soul star right above the crown chakra. We're going to imagine it expanding and spinning. It's going to form a vortex that's going to start to go all the way up into the sky, the universe, creating a tunnel that is later going to be a tunnel for information to come through. Okay, I want you to focus on the heart space now. Just go there and imagine seeing a bright emerald green colored crystal. Imagine it spinning. It doesn't necessarily have to be very big at this time, but just imagine it spinning just at a slow, gentle pace. You might even see it transforming into like a green puddle of water. For some reason, I'm starting to visualize that. So just go with it. Always go with whatever Spirit's showing me. And out of this puddle is a big tree that's starting to form. I see the tree trunk forming, very little branches starting to come off of it. As it's forming, it's going upwards in through all of my upper chakras, coming out of my head. As it's coming out of my head, I'm seeing those tree branches connecting with the tunnel that I had already made with my soul star, going up and growing through this tunnel, connecting with the universe or universes, the sky, the different realms of heaven, what have you. And at this time, what we're going to do is we're going to just set intentions and ask that the universe will bring down any codes in through our tree branches, in through this tunnel, and back down into our heart. Any codes that we need to help us to awaken and remember memories of times when we were hurt, any kind of childhood traumas, memories of deaths that still need to be healed, anything that has to do with self-image, any kind of negative aspect of our being that needs to be healed at this time that has to do with the inner child, any inner child blocks, programming that may have came from religious organizations, parents, teachers, books, or TV shows that we've read or watched. At this time, what we're going to just feel and imagine is these energies, these particles of energy that are coming down into our tree branches or down in through that tunnel, coming all the way into our body and starting to awaken different cells, which is going to help us to remember these memories that we need to heal at this time. You're going to feel vibrations, pitter patters. You're going to feel tingling sensations throughout different parts of your body, an expansion even in your heart, or maybe even a thickening of your heart. We're just going to take time for these energies to pour in at this time, these cells to be awakened so that we can remember what needs to be healed at this time. Okay, now what I want us to do is go back to our heart space where we see that green, emerald green puddle again. I want you to imagine that you're kind of like in third person or in spirit, looking into your heart space where you see this puddle. And as you look into the puddle, you're going to see a mirror image of yourself. This is a negative image that you see of yourself. Maybe this is something that somebody told you was. Maybe it's a flaw that you think that you have on your body. Maybe you just don't see beauty anymore. What is it that you're seeing reflected back to you at this time? It may be an illusion. You may truly feel as if this is the way that you are or the way that you see yourself. Take the time to allow this memory to come back to the surface, seeing it in the reflection in the puddle. It may pull up feelings of insecurities. It may make you feel angry or sad. It may make you feel unforgiveness towards the person or the place or thing that may have given you this block or this uh, trauma in the first place. Some of you may be seeing very quick flashes of many different things that are needing to be healed at this time. That's completely normal. Some of you are going to see just one thing. Just go with the flow. What is it that you see? What I want you to do at this time is I want you to shatter that image, whether it be just imagining hitting the puddle and the image being distorted. And as it comes back together, you're seeing a different image, something that is positive, something that is of a higher vibration of love. Maybe it's a word that you think of that's the opposite of the way that you feel, or an image of yourself that looks differently than the one that you were seeing before you shattered that illusion. Maybe you need to shatter that illusion several times before it's actually healed until you feel the release, some sort of upliftment from that heart space. Keep with that image or that whatever it is that you're working on healing. Let's move on to a new image. Let's ask our higher self, ourselves, to give us another memory that we need to take a look at, a reflection of ourself. This is all about self-image at this time, guys. What is it that we see in ourselves that we need to let go of? Some of these healings of the self-image may get a little bit deeper as we go on and get past the reflection. So don't worry if it doesn't feel like it's completely healed. Just continue to go with the flow. Shatter that image of whatever it is that you're seeing at this time. Maybe you need to shatter it several times, hitting the puddle, maybe taking your hand and smearing the image, blowing on it and, seeing that image go away. And then as you start to see that reflection again, it's going to be a different, better, improved image of yourself. Maybe you have to heal it several times before it completely goes away and you feel that piece of you up, lift up and out. Let's take the time to see another thing that we need to release at this time of our self image. What is it that we believe about ourselves? What do we see in ourselves that we dislike? What illusions have we been given from family members, organizations, teachings of ourselves do we need to release at this time? It may come in a visual. You may hear a inner voice telling you. You just have this knowing that helps you to just know exactly what you need to let go of at this time. Take the time to shatter that image, that illusion, seeing something different come in its place. May take you several times of shattering that image. Continue to do that until you feel as if it's released. It may just be a knowing. You may feel an energy actually come up out of you. You could feel all kinds of different things. Some of you may be feeling a deep hole in your heart at this time. That's okay. Just keep going with it. Some of you may even feel some pain in your heart for some reason. Again, your body may be moving in weird directions or doing things that you're not used to. This is just your life force energy, your Kundalini energy, whatever. Just go with it. Okay, guys, at this time, finish up healing that last thing that you was seeing, what that has to do with self-image. Then just take the time to imagine your puddle of water turning back into that brilliant, beautiful emerald green crystal spinning inside your heart space. We want to see it expand, connecting with all that's around us, whether it's nature that's around you, what have you. Just connect with all that is. Meaning, see your energy go out and connect with the universe, nature, just the elements maybe that you're thinking of. Maybe it's connecting with your higher self or your spirit guides at this time. Maybe some of you want to call upon a certain animal at this time to connect with. I'm calling upon the raven. I actually am seeing the raven starting to fly around me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So at this time, we are going to do a little bit different type of healing. It's going to be similar, but a little bit different. What we are going to do is we are going to actually start to connect with our third eye at this time. And I've got a crystal that we are going to connect with. You don't have to open your eyes. Just set intentions on connecting with the crystal that I'm holding in my hand at this time. It is a fluorite crystal skull that is going to help you to open your third eye and crown. It's also going to help you to get connected with higher self and spirit guides, any angels that may be involved in this healing at this time. See your energy of your third eye, crown chakra, maybe even your heart going out and connecting with the crystal that's in my hand. Imagine seeing energy coming from the crystal back to all three of those places, being absorbed into your body. At this time, we're going to ask for help from higher self and these angels and guides that we are now connected with to help us to remember through visions in the third eye area. So this is going to come in visions on your screen. So just look into the space in between your eyes. You might see a blank black space. You might see a white space. You may see nothing at all, but try to connect with that area, asking that you will be awakened at this time to the visuals that you need to see. Now, some of you may not actually see them as visuals in that area, but they will come as deep inner knowings or thoughts. Neither way is wrong or right. It's just however way that you get things is how you're meant to get things. But we're going to ask at this time to recall the first traumatic experience that needs to be healed at this time. This could have to do with sexual traumas, any kind of abuse, whether it be physical, verbal, emotional, mental, physical, what have you, through some sort of form of bullying even. It may come from a parent or both parents. It may come from a teacher or somebody that is a friend or sibling. You're going to have feelings of unforgiveness, maybe feeling as if the person isn't loyal, anger, sadness. You're going to allow those memories to come up, to fester in your heart, so to speak. Allow those feelings of whatever it is that you're feeling at this time to just flow through you. You may even start to have like these energetic purges where you're crying or maybe just feeling like you need to scream or yell. That's okay. Allow those feelings to come to the surface. Don't fight them back. Don't try to not feel them. Just go with it, guys. What is it that you feel towards that person or that situation that happened? Why do you feel so angry? Question yourself this. Allow those answers to come to you. It's going to get deeper and deeper. You're going to see levels or different layers to what needs to be healed. It may start with like a parent and then go down to another generation. Maybe their parent did it to them, or their parent did it to their parent, or what have you. Just allow the process to continue, the layers to be revealed to you. Allow the negative aspects of it to keep coming to the surface. Whatever you're feeling at this time, allow yourself to be present in those feelings. So now let's take the time to either see the opposite scenario happening, if you're able to do that. If you're not able to visualize a different scenario happening to the point of where it's healed or released, then just ask that the cords be cut with that image or that situation or whatever that thought is that you're thinking of at this time. You can cut the cords with a pair of energetic scissors. You can ask that your guardian angel come and cut it at this time. If you have a guardian dragon, ask that your guardian dragon just spit its fire out, breathe its fire out into that cord and see that cord singe and burn away, turning to ash. Where maybe sometimes you have to do it several times before it's completely healed, or see a scenario differently before it's completely healed. You'll know when you feel that lift and rise up out of you. You'll know when your heart feels like it's coming more together or feels as if an energy has left. You may feel an energetic surge. Again, you may have to singe or cut the cord or see that scenario replay in a different way several times before the healing actually takes place. There may be several cords that's attached to that person, place, or situation that you're thinking of at this time. You need to get to a place of trust, of feeling secure and safe, of forgiving yourself or the others that were involved in this situation. As we finish up healing this situation, some of you may be getting a new memory, or maybe have already been getting a new memory of something that needs to be healed. If you do, go ahead and just go with the flow. Whatever it is that you're seeing, just want to see and imagine after feeling the feelings coming up to the surface, seeing that scenario or that person, place, thing, that situation that happened changing to be of a higher vibration of love, something that is something that you desire, instead of causing traumatic effects to you, or seeing those cords being cut or healed, singed, what have you. Go ahead and move on to the next memory. We are going to ask that our higher self, that our angels and guides will help us to see or recall that next memory that we need to see at this time. You're going to allow those feelings to come to the surface: anger, sadness, crying. Some of you may feel an energy of separation or distance. Maybe you felt rejected or abandoned. What is it that you're seeing? What feelings are you feeling at this time? What layers need to be revealed? Give them to us at this time. Some of you are going to be healing generational curses or family curses. You're going to see many different layers to why that curse is there in the first place, why it has been affecting everybody in the family. There'll be layers of forgiveness, layers of letting go, several cords that need to be cut. See that scenario healing. See it in a different light, in a more positive, higher vibration of love. See the opposite happening if you're good at visualizing. If not, ask that those cords be cut until you feel the energy being released, or you just know that you know that you know. Don't move on to a new thing. The angels are showing me that a lot of you are needing love at this time. So many of you are going to start to feel a warm embrace, maybe as if there's wings being wrapped around you or arms being wrapped around you. You're going to feel your body starting to sway from side to side really gently. A lot of you are going to feel as if you're laying on a blanket of water and you're just starting to just move with the water tides. Some of you are going to feel energy, a warming energy that's coming into your heart space at this time. Just putting new energy back in, filling up the void that may be there from what has been taken from you. But we're going to go ahead and move on to another memory, another event, scenario, person, what have you, that needs to be healed. Anything that has to do with a childhood trauma. Maybe it's coming from a past life even. Maybe the visuals that you're having have nothing to do with this lifetime, and it's some kind of karmic debt that still needs to be released and healed at this time. Or maybe a block that you've had your whole entire life that is just coming to you and you didn't even realize that you had. Allow those feelings to come to the surface. Process what you're feeling. Ask questions if you want to ask questions. Why do I feel this way? What made this happen to me? Why do I have this block in the first place? Open up those layers, unlock the layers to why you need to heal it in the first place. With each layer, imagine cutting the cords, see a different scenario. Recreate a new timeline. Some of you may see a blue energy or a blue orb or a blue light in your eyes at this time. Pull that energy in. If you're not seeing it, just imagine that you're pulling a blue energy into your heart space. It may bring you back to a space of feeling centered if you've been feeling a little out of sorts because of the healing. This may happen several times throughout. Just go with it. Go ahead and complete up this scenario or event, what have you. Cutting the rest of the cords, seeing a better scenario. We're going to see another scenario that needs to be healed at this time. Person, place, thing, event, some sort of traumatic, something that's either happened in this lifetime or in another lifetime. We ask that those memories be recalled at this time. The feelings, the energies that we need to feel be brought to the surface so that we can heal them. Allow yourself to process through the different layers that are being revealed or unraveled to you at this time. Asking why I feel this way. Why did this happen to me? Why it needs to be healed, whatever. With each new layer that you see, imagine a different scenario happening. creating new timelines that are of a higher vibration of love. Now we're being given an emerald green energy. It's coming into our heart space, absorbing throughout our whole entire body. As I see it go into the heart space is expanding. The energy moving throughout our body, going out into our aura, where I see just different particles of green and white, even a little bit of gold energy just dancing, floating around in our aura, creating a space of peace, serenity, centeredness, balanced feeling. You may be feeling as if your energy is starting to slow down a little bit. You may be getting tired, feeling as if you're falling asleep or going to fall asleep. It's completely okay, completely normal. Just go with the flow, guys. At this time, we want to go back into our heart space where we see that emerald green crystal again. It's spinning there. It's looking brighter than before. It may even be pulsating an energy or light out of it. Now we're going to start to visualize this green crystal within our heart starting to turn back into that puddle, that reflection of ourself, that we are in spirit looking down into the puddle. This time we're seeing our assets, the things that people love about us. We're just going to get a boost of cheerfulness, a boost of seeing what others see in us. These are all the good things about us. Maybe you're kind. Maybe you're successful. Maybe you're beautiful. Maybe they like the way that you sing or your hair. I mean, it could be anything and everything. These are images that we are seeing that other people see in us, not just other people, but our guides, our higher self, what God, source God and our angels see in us. Those things are being revealed to us at this time as we look into the reflection in the emerald green puddle that we see. If you're having a hard time, visualize what words are coming to you, what thoughts are coming about the type of person that you are. If any negative thoughts creep in at all, this is a time to clear them out as well. You know, maybe something didn't get healed and it's coming to the surface now as you're seeing your assets. So just a quick singe, or see a dragon blowing fire on it, cutting the cord with energetic scissors. There's another surge of energy. This is magenta. And this is Mary Magdalene. I don't know why she's coming at this time, but this is her energy. She is pouring it into us. I see it absorbing through our auric field into our body. Some of you may be getting some sort of awakening. Yes, activations to DNA that has to do with Magdalene energy. Again, guys, I have no idea what this energy is for. Just go with it. I have had several times where she's came in, but I never really know exactly why. I just go with the flow, but I am seeing a DNA structure and I'm seeing it turning different colors as if some sort of transformation is happening within the DNA. Yes, 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 I heard. 12-strand DNA is also what I heard. Beautiful magenta color. Pull that into your aura. Accept it. Claim it. Some of you are going to have a heightened sense of seeing with your physical eyes when we come out of this healing. This has something to do with this Mary Magdalene energy. I'm actually seeing crystalline energy all around the eyes at this time for some reason. Okay, and I'm also being told to take this magenta light. I do this sometimes, not with magenta, but I will take energy as I'm breathing in white light. I'll breathe it in through my nose, and I'll take it all the way down the front part of my spine, wrapping it around my root chakra, going up the back part of my spine and to my pineal gland, which is right at the tip of your spinal cord where it goes into your brainstem. So imagine doing that. Just take a deep breath in, but we're pulling in the magenta, the Magdalene energy, and we are going to see it being pulled in all the way up into the pineal gland. When it gets to the pineal gland, we want to imagine the crystalline structure vibrating, absorbing this magenta energy, the Magdalene energy, expanding our pineal gland. Stop and hold that energy there. You can do this as many times as you need to. And what's going to happen is you're going to start to connect even more with your visuals and your third eye. You may have an awakening there that you may have never had before. Some of you, where you're starting to see flashes of light, maybe even as if you're seeing the universe there. Some of you may be seeing a scene of some sort playing out. As you exhale your energy, expand your aura as well as expanding your pineal gland. Or if you want to just focus on just the pineal gland or just the aura is fine. Some of you are going to start to feel your body drifting into a different space. Maybe your thoughts aren't there anymore. You're just in a space of being, in a space of stillness. This is perfect where you need to be. Some of you may continue to go back to your heart space, seeing the images of the aspects of you that are good and pleasant and loving. Some of you may even be seeing images of your talents, your spiritual gifts. Some of you may even be seeing aspects of the future, things that are to come for you, changes that you may endure coming up. Just allow yourself to be present in the energy that you're in at this time. Your Kundalini energy may be making you feel all kinds of different ways. You may be purging. You may be just filling a space of silence or a void, maybe even bliss. Some of you may still be healing things, which is okay. Whatever is happening for you at this time, just allow it to happen. Be present with it. Others of you may just want to open your eyes, bring yourself back to the physical plane, which is okay. Make sure to thank your guides, your angels, your higher self for being here with you during this healing. This healing actually didn't go in the way that I had expected it to. However, it normally doesn't. I do hope that you were able to receive something out of it, that whatever healing you were meant to receive today, that you received it. I am going to go ahead and just ask that if any of you want to share your experiences with us at this time, or anything at that time. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and open up the comments just for discussion if you'd like to for a few minutes while you bring yourself back. I'm kind of still feeling a little out of sorts or what have you, and I wasn't really even actually healing anything. However, my body is feeling the effects of things that were happening. Transformation taking. My eyes are kind of trying to refocus. Some of the things that you guys could expect today or for the next several days is purging, energetic purges of crying, feeling very tired or feeling surges of a lot of energy. You may also have times where you're hearing things like tones, different tones in your ears. You may be pooping and peeing a lot. That is a form of purging. So you may be seeing lots of flashes of lights around you. This is your angels and guides that are there with you, just giving you extra energy, just giving you a boost, what have you. Maybe even helping you to continue to heal certain aspects that maybe didn't get completely finished out healing or what have you. But you can expect so many different things, guys. Everybody is different. Let's see, is there anything else that they need to expect? You actually didn't see much healing with inner child. I was told everything has surfaced but still needs attention. Very cool, Nick. That's a good place to be. That's a really good place to be. Very cool. Was you able to have any other sort of healing that happened, or did you have any sort of situation? They did, however, tell me at some point to see me as a child, and to see the adult me embrace him. Very cool. Love that. Very, very cool. Thank you for sharing that with us, babe. If there's anybody else that would like to share anything with us, I greatly appreciate that. I do like to see what people experience and go through, and it's also nice for other people to know that there is healing that takes place. Again, some of you that are watching either now or at a later date may or may not have visualized anything or what have you, but what will happen is these memories will start to come to the surface, and as they come to the surface, you either have to play them out in your life, see them as changed, do whatever it is that you need to do to heal and change those aspects, and it will greatly help you. So either way, if you didn't feel anything today, just know that it's going to play out in your life. And I did things with him like paint and cook. Did things I didn't really ever get to do or was taught. Very cool, Nick. Love it. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. If anybody else would like to share anything with us, please do so. I'm surprised Copper stayed asleep the whole entire time. He's laying at the end of the bed. Oh, I love you too, babe. Guys, I'm just curious who else is on here today? Who else was viewing the live? Just give a quick shout out, say hi. I'm going to watch this here in a few minutes after I end it so that I can do this myself. I do see that Vitrina was here. Thank you for being here, Vitrina. Happy Saturday to you too. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this live feed. I hope that you got something out of this video. Much love to you. Have a wonderful Saturday. Bye, guys. Love you, Nick. Miss you.